everyone, it's Rita with Everything Homemade, and it is August 22nd, 2020, and it's been about 2 weeks since I did the last update. It has been hectic. We have been canning like crazy. The beans right here, we have been getting so many beans off of it, and we just picked about 4 days ago, and look at the size of beans that are growing again. So we have gotten, I believe we're on the 25th jar, and they're 1 quart size jars of beans canned. So that's just the beans. And so right now, I think tomorrow we're gonna have a wonderful supper of steamed beans and fresh tarragon for supper. So we're gonna do a pick for supper, and then we're gonna do another pick the following, and we're gonna do some more canning. So it's really cool to have so many beans, and a lot of you guys love the canning videos, period. And so I'm really happy that you're learning something. You're also enjoying the information that I'm sharing. So that's the beans. The tomatoes, I am so happy to see tomatoes. So these are some of the smaller ones right here, and take a look. Right here there's a whole bunch of tomatoes, and they're growing quite fast. So you can see them throughout. You can take a look at them. They're doing so well. So let's just pray that we have at least another 3 more weeks. And I checked the weather to September 3rd, and they're not forecasting frost. So praise God, let's keep that frost away. And so there's tomatoes all over the place. And the tomatoes plants are healthy, looking really good. They just need a little bit more time. The average gardener around here that I've been talking to, we basically come to the conclusion that we're about 4 weeks behind because of all the bad weather has set everything about a month behind. So let's just have what we call an Indian fall. And what that means is that it's open fall where there is not a killer frost yet. So these are the cherry tomatoes right here, and if you take a look, there's some beautiful ones hanging there, absolutely gorgeous. And take a look over there, look at them, just gorgeous. So they're coming. Okay, as for the carrots, they just continue to grow. We've been eating them about every second day. They're doing really, really good. Really having nice fresh carrots is just the best. So we're eating off of this row right here, and this row is kind of like our eating row, and then this row is not being touched. We're just keeping it for storage. You can see where the beets were totally gone, besides some Swiss chard, and the Swiss chard you can just use in salads, or you can use it as a super green food. And like I said, take the leaves down, dehydrate it on the lowest temperature in the dehydrator. I usually take this core out in the middle, or the stem, and then when they're dry, throw them in your blender, blend it up, and you'll have this powder that you pay tons in the store, and you can make it right here in your garden. And if you guys want to see me do that process in harvesting the greens, like from the Swiss chard, and then we have the broccoli that I want to, do. If you want to see me go through that process and show you how to make a super green mix using broccoli and kale and collards and whatever else I find here, even carrot tops, let me know, and I'll take the time and I'll make a video about it. The corn, beautiful! I love looking at corn. It's gorgeous. The ears are growing. You can see it. Again, we are 4 weeks behind, so we really continue to have nice weather. The peas are basically done with. So right now, you can see how this plant, you're like, well, this plant is dead. No, it's not. It's dying back because it's done with. It's fallen over a bit because it's done, but you can see the shells. This is what we're doing to saving seed. You see how it's drying? So what I'm looking for is for it to be 100% 90% dry. Basically, when you touch it, it falls apart. So this side here is for seed, and so I'm totally letting it go. The pumpkins, oh, we are so close to harvesting some pumpkins. So there's that big pumpkin right there. There's another huge pumpkin. It's kind of got squashed a bit. I gotta figure out how to get that pumpkin out. I've been so busy that I didn't realize that it was stuck right underneath there. So we gotta put our creative thinking caps on to get that one out. Usually I watch and make sure it doesn't do that, but you can only do the best you can. And then we got a few pumpkins right there. There is that yellow pumpkin here. This one's almost ready to harvest right there. Let me see here. Oh, there's that big guy. He is huge and gorgeous. And then we got another one here. So we got lots of pumpkins. But what I want to do is I think I'm going to wait one more week for all the yellow or orange ones. And this one here is the most orange. So I'm just actually waiting. You see how green the stem is? I just want to wait one more week, because a lot of times what you're looking for is the stem starting to turn yellow. That means it's fully ripe, and I really want this one to be a seed pumpkin, so I really want to wait till it's fully mature. And so I'm just holding on. I'm really watching the weather, but I want at least to wait another week on it till that stem gets a little bit more yellow. And then this one's starting to turn right here. This is a beautiful one, and there's more in the back. So there's quite a bit of nice pumpkins here. My beautiful marigolds, they get prettier every single time that I film them. They're just gorgeous. The cucumbers, we have gotten so much. I think we're on the 12th gallon of cucumbers. So they are definitely looking a little rougher, but hey, it's starting to get at the end of the season, so they are slowing down, but we are picking them about once a week, and you can see that there's some cucumbers almost ready to go. So this one here we'll pick in a couple of days, and there's one right over there, okay, and then all throughout, and there's another one right there. So we're probably gonna pick tomorrow or the next day, and we'll probably get a gallon. We basically get a gallon to 2 gallons every single time we pick, so it adds up pretty quick. So we've been putting a lot of cucumbers in jars. And that's really a blessing. That we didn't have any cucumbers last year because of the weather, so it's really nice to get cucumbers back into cold storage. So I want to show you something. This is broccoli, and it's going into flower, and I want to see if we got enough season left for it to make seed. So I'm letting some of these go, and this is the cauliflower, and again we got a little tiny head there, but I still don't think we got enough time to make a head there. The dill is doing fantastic. It got a little bit of aphids, but the ladybugs came in full force, and it's now doing awesome. I've been really harvesting it for the cucumbers. Not as tall, but it's dill, and it's still doing well. So I'm really happy about that. This is radishes. There's a couple of radishes that never died with the attack, and so this is what it looks like when it's going to go into seed. And the beautiful little flowers, like look at them. They're absolutely gorgeous. Just trying to get my camera to focus in on them. There we go. So this is just a beautiful little white flowers. The radishes are self-sowers too. So if you live in a warmer climate, you can let them go to seed and they'll just sprout out wherever. So, and the lettuce here is going into seed, and I'm just again leaving it be and letting it go into seed because I can harvest that seed. There is enough time to get radish seeds and lettuce seeds. And this little lettuce plant right here is going into seed too. So there's a few things that I just let go and harvest my own seed, which is really awesome. The Saskatoons have totally done this year, and you can see the sure side fall. The leaves are starting to turn. That means that fall is on the way. The zucchini is basically almost done. It doesn't bloom that much anymore. It's not as vigorous as before, but we still are getting a few zucchini. Like this one here, there's one there, and there's one over there that we harvest. The kale, we got to take more of it down. But again, if you want to see me do the whole greens dehydration, let me know and I'll save that for it. The butternut squash, it is beautiful and keeps flowering, but I haven't yet seen fruit on it. I haven't seen anything set at all, so we are way too late in the season, and basically that'll be it for the butternut squash this year. Overall though, the garden looks great. It's doing well. We've got so much into storage, and with the whole COVID-19, and really any virus, you should always have something in cold storage just in case. There's, you know, a lot of rumors of war coming, you know, the relations, there's a lot of hot areas, the relation between China and the US, Russia, and the rest of the allies and everything, the world is changing. So be aware of that, even if, you know, just be aware of it. Be aware of the changing world, and at least have a month worth of food, just in case things start shutting down temporarily and then start up again. But it doesn't hurt to be prepared. So with the chamomile, we've harvested one more time. We took down some more parsley. Parsley is also a superfood. It is super good for you. You can add that to your greens mix as well and dry it. The peppers, they're doing okay. There's not much different than the last time I showed you. The biggest difference is we've got tomato setting, and we're really at that harvest stage. The other really cool, exciting news is that my second book, Heart's Courage, is now out on ebook. So if you are an ebook reader, you can go ahead, and I will provide links in the description box below, and you can start reading the ebook. Paperback will come out within a week to a week and a half, so I'll make a big official announcement once the ebook is out, and you can definitely then purchase it on Amazon.com or Amazon.ca. And again, if you read Heart's Cry, leave a review, send me a personal message. I love to hear from you. And I also want to just say thank you so much for ordering the book, for reading it, and it also helps to support our family. So thank you so much, and we will see you on the next video.